Hello everyone, it's the Anime here, and today we're going to be studying a new What If series and kind of a revamp of an old one that it didn't finish. What if Deku had the Rennegan? So yeah, with that, hit that shit. These bitches lost souls, and and fucking with the old ones, you won't get fucked over. Ferraris and Rovers, these old lucky souls, and I'm with that Cobra, now that what's left over, they do it all for souls, so you wasn't making no noise. So the story starts off with Deku as a little child. Now, his soul called Quirk manifested when he was around 3 years old. Now, his eyes changed color. Actually, the full eye changed color to this purplish eye with a weird circular pattern. But with these eyes came a almost movement ability, which he can push and pull stuff away, seemingly with his mind, but there was a cooldown to it. Now, the doctors kind of explained that it could be a weird variation of Izuku's mom's quirk, telekinesis, but still unsure, but that's what it was. That's what they thought it was, and the purple eyes was probably some type of quirk mutation that really had nothing to do with the quirk itself, but just a weird mutation that the quirk took on. And, well, as Izuku got older, this push and pull ability got stronger, it seemed. Way stronger than Izuku's mom's telekinesis ability. He really didn't know how powerful it was, as he couldn't just let it loose whenever he wanted. But he would find out eventually. Now, since Izuku had a quirk, he was not bullied as much. In fact, it was a pretty cool quirk compared to anybody else's, but since no one knew the true power of this quirk or eyes, he still wasn't as popular as Bakugo, who was almost seemed to be destined to become a hero, destined to become a top hero at that, as long as he trained, which Bakugo did. But Izuku was never really bullied for his quirk, for being quirkless. Deku was just a normal kid throughout his life in school. And, well, on the last day of middle school, he proclaimed that he was going to enter UA High. And everyone looked at him like, well, you do have a decent quirk, but I don't know if it's good enough to, well, enter UA. Everyone has the same thought. I kept on telling him. Bakugo looked at him and said, "Don't even try it, shit here. You don't have a chance. I meant to go to UA, not you." And Deku said, "Well, I'm still gonna try, whether you like it or not, Bakugo." And Bakugo said, "Whatever. Good luck." And, well, Deku went home that day after proclaiming that he was going to UA Hero Course. He's going to enter the exams for it, at least, with a strong confidence almost. For some reason, he had strong confidence in himself. But as he's walking home that day, the last day of middle school, he finds himself in a predicament. A sludge villain appeared on his drain and started to, well, choke him, started to what seems take over his body. And the sludge villain says, "Huh, nice little body. Okay, I can work with this." And started to take control of Deku's body as Deku started to pass out. But then suddenly he heard a smash, and the sludge villain came off him, and Deku passed out. But when he came to, All Might, the number one hero, was standing right in front of him, and Deku started freaking out. All Might, is that really you? And All Might responds, "Yes, it is. Thank God you wake you up. I thought I lost you there." And Deku asked All Might to sign something just to find out that All Might already signed the thing he wanted to sign. It's just freaking Deku out even more and making him more excited. And so, Deku wanted to ask him one question, but All Might had to go. But All Might didn't notice when he jumped in the air. Deku was holding on to his leg, and All Might needed to land, so he did. But as soon as he landed, he detransformed into this demuscular being, almost looking like a sick person. And Deku was immediately felt by shock. And All Might looked at Deku and said, "You can't tell anybody about this, okay?" And Deku nods, but still asked the question, "Even with a weak quirk, can I become a hero?" And All Might looks at him. "Enough trading can make a quirk stronger. This is true, but the quirk still has to be inherently strong for it to be able to stop a villain. So you might be better off doing police work or something similar." And Deku puts his head down and says, "I'll show you, All Might. I'll show you." And All Might walks off. And then, as All Might walks downstairs, he sees an explosion along with Izuku, and they both run off towards it. And but as All Might and Izuku get closer to it, they see the sludge villain fell out of All Might's pocket, and now is terrorizing the city with what seems to be an explosion quirk. And as Izuku got closer to the scene, he realizes this explosion quirk was not part of the villain. No, it was part of Bakugo's quirk. The sludge villain had captured Bakugo, and Izuku, not knowing what to do, just let the heroes deal with it until he saw the heroes did not know what to do. They seemed to be outmatched by this explosion quirk. None of them could get close. None of them at all stood a chance. They would have to wait for more heroes to arrive more suited for the job. But if they did, Bakugo would almost be dead, if not already dead. Izuku thought this, and almost mindlessly started running towards the scene, towards the sludge villain. And as he got close, suddenly a huge wave of wind, it almost seemed. Invisible force pushed the sludge villain away, slamming it against the wall, and freeing Bakugo. And Deku just looked at himself and asked, "What's that mean? What was that?" And everyone in the crowd was shocked. And all the heroes were shocked too. What? That felt like my quirk, but my quirk's usually not that strong. What's going on? And Bakugo sitting on the floor. What was that shitty hair? Your quirk ain't that strong, is it? If it is, I might have some trouble with you. Whatever. And all the heroes went up to both of them and amazed with both the strong quirks. Both said, "You guys would make great heroes one day. You should come join our agency," or something like that. And well, Izuku took this in great stride, thanking all the heroes, while Bakugo just sat there, still almost confused by how powerful that force was, still confused, and said to the heroes, "Whatever, I don't need your help." And yeah, that's where we are leaving off this episode of What If Deku Had the Rennegan. So if you enjoy, then like, subscribe, or not. You have free will, and yeah. See you, anime. Signing off.